And black women are beautiful, and it's
they are.
That they became.
But if you start talking to them, they ugly. If you can find the most beautiful black girl, but when you talk to a man, it's ugly in the mother. She got some stinking thinking.
Facts, but you can't sound and talk like this and get no king, just street. I like street. Don't get me wrong to think that I can't get a king. Y'all kings is unattractive. It's ugly. Y'all niggas that want to treat me right, I don't like y'all niggas. I'm not settling. She won't look good. So if that won't leave me unhappy, I'm finna be unhappy. This is it. I'm done. I'm done. They trying to kill my kids, bro. Like, I'm done. Look at my kid's window again.
I've only seen a handful of the usual suspects talk like that. And when I say the usual suspects, I'm just talking about just a hood, rotten chick that don't care nothing about nobody but herself, will put her children in the line of danger and at the same time say how much she loves her children. Yeah, happens all the time. So she loves her children, but she's out here messing with these so-called hood dudes.
Her grandmama didn't have no man. She been watching her mama in and out of failed relationship. Who showed her what a man is? How she so confident and accurate in her assessment in what a man does? Just talking, ho. Shut up. Don't know a mother thing.
So let me just go to the hood, because the hood already gonna go above and beyond when he comes to a girl like me, because he's gonna appreciate what I bring to the table versus a good guy who knows he has all these options. He's gonna take me for granted. So I'll just go to the hood. Who gonna, you know what I'm saying, take me on the adventure I deserve.
What I learned over the years is that if I'm gonna date someone that's in the streets, I have to be able to pick up his slack whenever he gets picked up.
At the end of the day, there are always still gonna be women who are gonna choose that lifestyle, who are gonna choose that struggle, X, Y, and Z. So like, if there's any piece of advice that you can give them, would it be, yo, sis, set yourself up, or like, set y'all up?
Again. That's the first hoe. Here's the second one. Here's the fucking third. Here's the fourth. Bullet fragments in my wall. Like, bruh. Gotta be kidding me. Like, gotta be.
Dylan said they gotta be aiming for us on purpose.
And this is also my window.
One more.
Alright, we got 4, 5, 8, so what this one is. And that's the one that's over there.
This is my window.
Between her saying she wanted a hood dude and her house getting shot up by a hood dude. But she came back and was like, oh my God, I'm tired of this, I'm sick of this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're moving on. Something of that nature she was saying, right? Let me tell you something, family. It's time for women who behave like her to take accountability.
You see, your polite savages, these ladies want a reformed thug, Tupac in a boardroom. They want somebody who can absolutely make them feel a certain type of way, had a past, but let it all go just for them, or absolutely keep them safe. But they don't understand that there is no safety in numbers when somebody is doing the wrong thing. Anybody can get touched. You can have a beautiful lady. She can even have a good head on her shoulders, but she'll block her own blessings. Some of them may even be the Bonnie to his Clyde and let it all slide as long as they can get in where they fit in, right?
When I was younger, I was dating someone that's in the streets. When he went in, I was left with zero. And I was just like, why did I didn't have my together? But he made it to the point where I was not being taken care of, but he was a provider. But he never actually taught me how to provide for myself or for him.
In the event.
So what would you have done differently?
So, I mean, now, because the story had repeated with different, people. What I learned over the years is that if I'm going to date someone that's in the streets, I have to be able to pick up his slack whenever he gets picked up.
And let us digest the crux of the talking points this lady just made. Could you imagine if she said, oh, if a man lost his job, I got to be there to pick up the slack? Or if a man, he got hurt on a job, or if he got hurt in life, or if he lost something or had a mental breakdown, I have to be there to pick up the slack? Oh no, she's not willing to do that, because see, that would entail having to be dedicated to a man and not dedicated to his wallet. But what she really wants to do is be there to pick up the slack for that thug, because when that thug gets back on his feet, he's gonna get her back to that jet set lifestyle. You see, somebody who's in the street, he could do just a few things quicker because she has something called lack of discernment. She doesn't want that delayed gratification. She wants to look good, be good, feel good right now.
They were talking about another situation where we have a man who is in the streets, no matter his age, and he was able to provide a certain lifestyle, and now he goes into jail and or dies, and now she wasn't set up, so we're kind of blaming him. And now I think that men understand what you're here for. Men understand that you're only here for the lifestyle. Whether I'm in the streets, whether I'm older, you're only here because what I'm giving you. So my thing is, what real loyalty do I really have for you when I know your loyalty is only in what I'm giving? Your loyalty.
I really wish that women would stop putting street dudes on a pedestal. And I mean, you see how Glorilla's song, she was talking about the type of dude that she wanted, and that's cool because she's selling you an illusion. And don't get me wrong, I love that song. I like Glorilla. But she's romanticizing and sexualizing the type of guy that you keep saying that you don't want.
Your loyalty isn't really here with me because I'm a nice person. I'm not saying you personally. I'm just saying in general, right? The loyalty isn't here because I'm a nice guy. The loyalty isn't here because I'm a gentleman. The loyalty isn't here because I have a great job. The loyalty is here because you're on a flight, you're in the club, you're getting bottles, you're buying the bag, or you're getting the bag. It was all what I can do for you. So it's like, if I go to jail, or if I'm older and I decide to move on, I don't really owe you no loyalty because you wasn't here for me to begin with.
But
Polite savage.
You're one of them, aren't you?
No. I'm something else.
Never have so many been this lost. Ladies and gentlemen of Polite Savages, it seems like we have a failure of communication. The blind is leading the blind, chasing after three blind mice, where we are controlled by libido and instinct, and logic has all gone away. As always, we can only guarantee to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. And sometimes the truth is a bitter pill because we're looking for Tupac in the boardroom, and we know damn well it's time to take that medicine. So there's nothing left to do but get on up into it. Are you ready? Well, let's go.
How you let them catch you in 4K? I'm about to play both videos for y'all, but she claims she only dates street dudes, right? Goofy alert, stop. Videos like this to pop up.
Look at my kid's window.
Look at that. They done blazed up your crib.
Here's the second one.
Shawty hop on social media crying now, complaining that her crib got blazed up. But at the same breath, later down the line saying, you don't like dudes that treat you good, you want strictly street dudes. Our generation is completely cooked, deep fried. The CIA, FBI, and shoot, even international agencies across gotta be tag team working together for how badly the community has gotten. When is the solar eclipse that arises all the demonic zombies coming? When is the sun blowing up? Because it's about time, bro. It's about that time.
The truth is the truth, ladies and gentlemen, whether or not you like me. And the truth is that a lot of these ladies, they are attracted to something that they believe is masculinity, but it's not really masculinity. What it is fake masculinity wrapped up in femininity. A lot of these ladies never been around the real man, doesn't see any examples of a real man. And the real men that actually were developing, they called them corny, wanted nothing to do with them until, of course, they had the resources that they wanted. And now these dudes won't give them a time of day. So what you have is a self-fulfilling prophecy. You see, you run after the thug magnificent dudes, but those thug magnificent dudes are not really treating you the way you really need to be treated, but the way you wanted to be treated at the time, because it was a quick fix, feeding that addiction for dopamine rush. But that slow burn, that guy who's becoming an engineer, becoming a lawyer, becoming a doctor, that nerd, that dude that you didn't really want to talk to, well, guess what? In the end, slow and steady wins the race. But these ladies, once they get into that never-ending spiral of degradation, they will put their entire families on the line to make sure that that hood dude, Thugnificent, is right there by their side.
If we actually held ourselves accountable for the type of men that we chose, I don't think we would keep romanticizing men that are in survival mode. I've actually never dated a street guy that was very protective. It's a complete myth that they're more masculine and more protective, and they're actually more combative, and they lack a lot of emotional maturity because they're in survival mode. They're not trying to...
Big facts, bro. I done heard this so many times. Bro said, I just saw a video of a woman saying she love hood dudes and she will never settle for those good dudes. We hear this on a daily basis until they get used up, got all these kids running around, then they want to start, going into that friend zone. Now they about to put their baggage and trauma on the next person.
Can we have a grown woman conversation about why we like men who are thugs and or have thug tendencies? See, it's something about a man who takes control. It's something about a man that don't play about his. It's something about a man who isn't timid. And when somebody comes for his, he lets them know pretty quickly that we don't play that.
This is a sickness of the highest order.
And I present to you a typical example of a woman who has absolutely no idea what she's talking about. Now, if somebody really cared about you, really wanted to protect you, really wanted to provide for you, he would not put you in a situation where you had to be in any type of danger. That means that he would behave himself appropriately, make good moves, and when he had to react, he would react with a sound mind, not out of anger, but out of calculation. You see, ladies haven't even been around these type of men before. Most of them, that is. They haven't been around the type of person who actually took control of the situation. So when they see somebody getting loud or getting boisterous, they confuse that with masculinity and taking control and being a leader. But true leadership is silent. True leadership works all night and all day. True leadership happens in the shadows, in the dark. True progress happens the same way. And these ladies are suffering from arrested development, acting like they're 14, 15, 16 years old, falling for the beautiful lies that were sold to them and the lies that were told. And we all know how the story's about to go. A few years down the road, 3 baby daddies, 2 of them in a pokey, and 1 of them skeet and skedaddled and hit the road.
I was having a conversation with 2 friends of mine, and I was like, take away the quote unquote fact that these men that y'all have dated, quote unquote, y'all would consider them hood, whatever. Yeah. What was it about them that made you actually like them? And that was when I got the full understanding, and also kind of bursted their bubble a little bit as to probably why they showed that way. Yeah. Because they was like, I feel like every hood I ever dated was the only that paid attention to me, and I was like, you got to make sure you ain't about to drop no dime on them either.
Yeah, you ain't got no ops.
Like you ain't got no ops.
You're not hanging out with nobody.
Like you cool. Like I got to keep you happy.
And let's pivot back to the thug, magnificent lover, the lady who only wanted hood boogers, but all of a sudden, now she wants to get away from that because these dudes are putting her baby in jeopardy. She's had it all up to here. She's done with it. She's absolutely done with the lifestyle now. You ever notice they get done with the lifestyle when it's all far too late, when people are in jeopardy, when things hit the fan, and now they're looking for the exit plan, the exit sign, the backup man, the backdoor man, the person who can help them get out of all the stuff that they put their own selves in. Because the bottom line is this, a lot of these ladies think that somebody who has their stuff together is only there in the event that they are in crisis. But ladies think we're so naive that we can't see through this, and that's why they end up by themselves. In the end, blocking their blessings once again.
Nah, you know what had me weak? I remember it was me, Shaka, and a couple other people. And they was arguing. This is the same topic we talk about. She said, you want someone that sell drugs, have their PhD, 320 credit score, but could buy the whole land. But, you wanted that 6'3", 290 pounds full of straight muscle. You want him to work multiple jobs, but only make time for you. Like, you want Tupac with a suit. That shit had me crying. He said, you want Tupac with a suit.
A lot of the guys that I've dated in the past, they were I would say thuggish, kind of, in a way.
Young lady, a high value man is not a get out of jail free card, and it's not a meal ticket. A high value man is a job, a hard job. The hardest job you'll ever have in your life is to be the wife of a high value man.
I decided to stop with hood niggas. It's easier said than done though. It's easier said than done. It's hard. It really is. They just the yummiest. They really are. They really are. The thing with hood dudes, you can't really take them every and anywhere. There was a lot of energy, a lot of live music where everyone was having a good time, and he was just very uncomfortable. I'm like, baby, what happened? You good? He's like, Eva, I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here. I don't know none of these in here. I'm ready to go. I'm like, baby, we in church. We in Mount Calvary, goddamn.
How do you rate women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
Thank you for watching the TIP Network. Follow us on all social media outlets and ask yourself one burning question. Can you handle the tip? Boom, we're out.
We found true happiness.